Hi there, I hope you have a lovely day. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jana. So today I have the update for the project Clue Special Panning Edition. This is a project created by Stephanie L. in the Fantastic Ladies Collab Facebook group. And this project is based on the game Clue or Cluedo as we say in Germany, because it's sold under the name Cluedo in Germany. I don't know why. And in this game you actually have to find, of course, the suspect, the murder weapon, and the place where the murder took place, is the location. And Stephanie transformed the game actually into a project pen for us makeup lovers, and we have to work on our makeup products, and in order to do that we have to roll our dice. So now, as I said, this project is based on the game Clue, right? And in the game Clue we have already determined, or the murder, the suspects, the weapons, as well as the locations of the murder. And you can find on the internet, of course, certain apps, etc., etc. if you want to stay digital, or good old me, analog person. I am writing it down because I found a PDF print version, free print version, and I'm using it. And I'm going to show you. Now this is the second update, right? And I had the chance last time to submit already, I guess. So I'm going to show you also the products that I have already, how can I say, reached my goal at, but I have not re-rolled them back into the project, because you can also do it like this, as far as I understood. Once you finish, let's say, a product, you can re-roll it back after you made your guess. I have not done it yet, but maybe I will do it. So we will see. Now, when I say guess, for example, that means after you finish, let's say, one product out of each category, from the suspects, from the murder weapons, and the locations, you are able to submit a guess in the Fantastic Ladies Collab Facebook group under the post for this project pen. And then Stephanie will respond to you, because she made a personalized answer for each of us, or solution for each of us. So meaning, when I submit my guess, let's say, and I will say 3 different suspects, that does mean those my guess can be taken by you, for example, and resubmitted as your guess, because it could be that your guess or your solution is a totally different one. My suspect could be Mrs. Peacock, your correct suspect could be Colonel Mustard, and so on. So it is really personalized. So in that sense, you really have to focus on yourself or on your solutions or guesses, just an FYI, because if you see the post under my guess, for example, from Stephanie, and you say, I wanted to submit, let's say, this and this person as a suspect, don't let yourself deter from it. As I said, it's a personalized game in that sense, this game doesn't have an end date. That makes it also more interesting for us, because it could go endlessly. It could go for certain, for, let's say, you could finish in 3-4 months, maybe, if you guess the correct person, or it could go on for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, who knows, or until you have reached, how can I say, you have an empty product or whatever, and then the game is over in that sense. Or you re-roll actually a new product. That's also possible for the suspects. You can re-roll new products after each round, or not after each round, but I believe after you submitted the guess, you can actually, or you hit your goal on one product, you can re-roll a new product for the same suspects, for example, or murder weapon and location. So long introduction short, let's go to my product that I have finished or not finished, and see what will happen. Now, I just have my box here, so I'm going to put in the products back into the box after I showed them. So I had here this little guide. This is for Mrs. Peacock, something blue, and I rolled the dice and it showed me 9 eyes. We say 9 eyes in German. I don't know if you say it also for the dots on the dice. So it showed me 9 dots, meaning I should have used it 9 times. I used it only 2 times. So I thought I need to actually keep this one in this game, and so on. Now this is something interesting here, because Colonel Mustard, I reached my goal with it already before the last update, or after, before the last update, so I had to use it 10 times. I used it 10 times. Therefore, this one is one of the products that I have not re-rolled back into the game yet. And then I had still 2 suspects left, or that I wanted to work on. So that one was for Professor Plum, Passionate Violet. This is a Max Factor eyeshadow, a single eyeshadow, and I rolled the dice and it said 6 uses, so I used it 6 times, so therefore this one remains in for this round, and or not remains in, but I'm able now to submit, of course, my guess if I finished, of course, 2 other products from the other categories. Now, another suspects that I've reached my goal with was this little guy. This is the BH Cosmetics Birthstone Collection palette in the shade Ruby. I had to use this little guy 7 times. I used it 7 times just to show you here. Now, you see, there are some disturbances going on, of course. I used it 7 times, so this is the second suspect that I have finished my goal on. And then last time, actually, I submitted also with Colonel Mustard. I submitted already the murder weapon, and this was for the candlestick, the MUA highlighter in iridescent gold. I had to use this little guy 8 times. I used it 8 times. So then for the murder weapon knife, I had here this little guy, and this is the contour product from L'Oreal. I had to use it 6 times. I used it 6 times. So now I need 1 location, and then I can submit a guess. So, but I will continue with the murder weapons first. So, so then for the lead pipe, I actually picked this little guy, and this is. Let me show you let me read out the description now. For the lead pipes was, what was it? A pencil. So this is a Kiko Milano eye pencil. So it looks like this. In number 2, I had to use this one 10 times. I used it 10 times. So this is the second murder weapon that I have finished. And then I had for the revolver, I should have used a spray, and I put in this spray from Essence, and I should have used this little guy 10 times. I used it 10 times. So I have 2 suspects completed from the list of suspects. I have 3 murder weapons. And let's go to the locations. Now for the lounge, the description, the next place that I had, sorry, let me retract a little bit. I had the hall, and for the hall last time I had to use this Makeup Revolution CC Perfecting Foundation 3 times. I used it 3 times, so that was one of the guesses or part of the guess that I submitted last update. Then I had the lounge, and in the lounge it says no makeup product, and I picked actually this product again because I said, it doesn't have any real pigment in that sense. I could use it also for a no makeup look. And this time I should have used this little guy 12 times. I only used it 1 time. So you see, this one is still in the game as a potential location. Now, then I had the dining room, and for the dining room it said a food related product, and there I put in this sugar cookie highlighter. And I rolled the dice, and it said I should use it 6 times. I used it 6 times already. So, yeah, that one is done as a place, so to say. And then for the kitchen, a baked product or product that could be used for baking, I put in this little guy. This is the Kiko Milano Morning Star Biscuit blush, and I rolled the dice, and the dice said I should use it only 2 times. I used it 2 times, so therefore this is done. So now again I have 2 suspects finished, I have 3 murder weapons finished, and I have, let's see, 2 locations finished, so I could submit my 2 guesses, because out of each category I have to have 1 product finished. So I will of course submit it, and then I can roll in actually what I thought now for this update. I will roll in the remaining products, and let's see, the remaining products are so what is it? Yes, Mr. Green, a green product or packaging, and Mrs. White, a white product or packaging. So And I picked, well, let me see, for Mr. Green, I picked this emerald palette from the BH Cosmetics Birthstone collection. So, and then for Mrs. White, yeah, is it Miss White? Mrs. White, I picked here this Ready Set Go eyeshadow palette from Makeup Revolution because it's a little tiny palette, right? So, let me roll actually my dice. I just put it down and see what I can, you know, how many numbers I have to do. So, oops, wrong pencil, wrong pen. So, Mr. Green. So, I have here the dice. Oops, just make some space here. And so, Mr. Green, no, yeah, Mr. Green, I have to use it 4 times. So, what I thought was for emerald, I just use any color in that palette, you know, and be done with it 4 times. So, and for Mrs. White, let's see, for Mrs. White, oh, okay, 4 as well. So, Mrs. White, 4 times, okay. Now, for the remaining, you know, products I have, or for the murder weapons, remaining 2 murder weapons, one is rope and the other one is wrench. And let's see what is the description for. Rope is a product you are roped into buying, influence, sale, gift with purchases, etc., etc. So my favorite products for that kind of thing are these 2 little guys here from Juvia's Place, Afrique, from the Afrique collection, Afrique and Lulu. Kind of disappointed about these 2 products. I mentioned them, I think, in every update that I have because they are really disappointing in that sense. Let's see how often do I have to use both of them or together. Okay, 8 times. Lulu, Afrique, 8 times. And for wrench, I have here a product you use to fix mishaps. Now, for that, actually, if I have made a mistake with an eyeshadow, I use cream colored or cream shadow, you know, so in a sense like cream colored shadows. And I thought, why not use, you know, this little guy here. This is the Glam palette, Glam Reflection Rosé palette from BH Cosmetics, you know, so, and because it has some cream colors that you can use, you know, to buff out the eyeshadow if you did a mistake with it and so on. So that one, let's see how often do I have to use that little guy. Okay, 5 times. So Glam Reflection 5 times. And now let's go to the remaining locations because we have still the remaining locations. After the kitchen we have the ballroom, conservatory, billiard room, and the library and the study. So we have still 5 places, I think. Now for the ballroom, I picked what product? Okay, I need to see it right. So for the ballroom, I picked an hourglass single. What do I mean with hourglass single? I picked actually an hourglass blush, and this is Euphoric Fusion. So, Euphoric Fusion. Let's see how often do I have to use that one. It's 8 times. Then for the conservatory, it says, for the conservatory, it says a plant-themed or plant-based product, and for that one, I picked actually the Revolution Chilled palette, you know, because of the MJ, you know, of the wheat plant. Let's see how often do I have to use it. Okay, I have to use it 10 times. So chilled 10 times. Okay, oh, sorry. Next one. I'm already like, billiard room. So billiard room, let's see what it says for billiard room. It says a finicky product that works well some days but not others. Now, I actually was stupid enough to put a stroke cream into a dropping bottle like this, and I think it will be a bit of a hassle to, to take it out of it, out of there. That's why I put it, in for this, prompt. And let's see how often do I have to use this one. Okay, I have to use it only 5 times. Quite happy about that. Stroke 5 times. And then for the library, let's see what it says for the library. Now for the remaining places, it says a palette. So, because I have already several palettes in, I thought, okay, let's take the Glam Reflection palette again, because it's a palette. So, and let's see how often do I have to use that one. I have to use it 5 times, so that's fine with me, 5 times. And final location is to study a skincare product. What did I pick for that one? I'm just curious now. I picked this little guy here. This is a Good Molecules moisturizing primer or priming moisturizer, however you want to call it. And this little guy is for the study. And let's see, how often do I have to use it? I have to use it 7 times. So 7 times. Okay, so this was my quite long update for the project Clue, a special panning edition. And I will also link, I will also post my 2 guesses actually in the Fantastic Ladies Collab Facebook group. And as you can see, I finished 2 suspects, 3 weapons, as well as 2 locations or 3 locations. So I will actually be aligned with those products and submit my guesses like that. I think, of course, I will then check and see what the answers are, and maybe I will reach, closer to the solution. If not, it is what it is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this long update. I see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.